we're launching the EMF Shield and also the Renew patches in America. Okay, so without much further ado, I want to pass and I want to introduce this guy to you, Rick. I've known him for I think for about 6 months right now. Okay, we have numerous discussion and meetings on how to make things work together with us. Okay, and finally we have came to a conclusion that a marriage will happen between Prife International and also Nature's Frequency. Okay, he is, I mean, I will let him tell a little bit more about himself, but my goodness, this man over here, yeah, he is so passionate about developing wonderful products for everyone. All right.
Thank you.
All right. Okay.
Sorry, Victor. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Welcome, Rick. Hi, Rick. Welcome.
All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Victor, it's a pleasure. And I have to tell you, every once in a while, you get a product that enhances your product. I wear Renew on my knee. I am a certified tennis and pickleball pro, and I'm playing constant sports. And I am all original body parts. And I use Renew on my knee. And I use the wand on top of the Renew, and I love it. And it's when one product makes another product better. It's a synergistic relationship, I have to tell you. And you'll hear it from our doctors. And if I can get RJ to share his screen, I'll tell you a little bit about us. We'll educate you about the EMF Shield. We'll educate you about Renew, and we'll tell you a bunch. So if you can get RJ to share his screen.
Yep, RJ, you're co-host now, RJ.
All right. That works.
This is my son, RJ, just in case you didn't know. We are a family business, and I've got another son that's a genius, but RJ, show us. All right.
Okay.
This is Nature's Frequencies. And since RJ loves the beach, this is probably one of his favorite pictures. And flip it, RJ. This is a little story about us. You can learn a little bit about us. This presentation is about the EMF Shield and the Renew patch. And just take a second. This is a pretty quick video. And hit play, RJ, and give us the volume.
Good health is not something we can buy, but something we can improve. For decades, people have searched the answers to many questions regarding our health and improving it. Do you want to have the ability to live life to the fullest? Are you interested in sleeping better at night and having more energy during the day in a natural, healthy way? What if there was a revolutionary technology that could change your life? A technology that slows the aging process of fruits, vegetables, and breads, and also assists the body in offsetting the harmful effects of electromagnetic fields and more? We introduce Nature's Frequencies, an award-winning company that manufactures innovative health and wellness products under 6 U.S. patents with natural health and wellness solutions that assists with balancing and harmonizing the body. But how do we do this? We combine knowledge from the East with technology from the West. As far back as 6000 BC, the Chinese have believed that the body has an optimal energy flow. When this flow is disrupted, it manifests negatively by stimulating specific points on the body. The body is encouraged to correct itself. We fast forward to the 19th century, a period of exciting scientific progress in the West. During this time, Nikola Tesla was a genius before his time. This Serbian-American inventor, engineer, and physicist confirmed the existence of scalar waves. Scalar waves are composed of pure zero-point energy. This gives them the ability to store data in a substrate. But something must be able to hold the data. Enter Dennis Gabor, who in 1971 won the Nobel Prize for his invention and development of the holographic method. Holography can be used to store information inside crystals. And this knowledge is combined today to help you have better health and life. When applied to the body, the unique energy field signatures of Nature's Frequencies products correct and harmonize your body's frequency to optimize your body's energy flow. When the body's energy flow is restored and harmonized, the health of the body is naturally realigned. All of this has been developed by a family company with big plans for the future. Visit our website, www.naturesfrequencies.com, to take care of your precious health with Nature's Frequencies. Inspired by Tesla, patented by us.
All right, thank you, Arj. You know, in case somebody asked, like, where did we start? Just so you know, my background, I started an office equipment company and built it for 25 years into an Inc. 500 company, sold to a very big company called Kyocera. And I thought I retired. I owned the building and I thought I retired, but then I have some sons that asked me, Dad, we want to do this. And I had a building, so I gave them the building. 10 years later, we've won 14 major industry awards. We've won the Gold Medal Edison Award in New York City with some of the biggest companies in the planet. And our family won a gold medal Edison. That picture is from the red carpet in the middle of New York City. Ginny from IBM was there winning for the Apple, the artificial intelligence, Dow Chemical, honestly, the biggest companies in the world. And we won a gold medal Edison Award for inventing. We have 6 USA patents. Just so you understand, these are not pending. These are patents. And these are issued. And that's really a big thing. We've been in Fox News. RJ's been live on Stuart Varney, and we've been featured in USA Today. And, you know, just so you know, oh, RJ decided to go back. How nice of you.
We went back. Yeah, there we go.
Anyways, we've been in USA Today. How many companies have really been featured in USA Today? And we've been there. So I guess you could say been there, done that. We did it well. So we have a good reputation. For 10 years, we've been doing this. And it's kind of a neat thing. I'm lucky dad. I get to work with my sons. So flip it now, Arj. Now you can flip it.
All right.
And just so you know, your body is energy. Every day, your body's bombarded by internal and external stressors from cell phones and electrical devices. And studies have shown that cell phones and electrical devices are linked to headaches, fatigue, stress, sleep disturbances. You name it, it has issues. So, you know, you need a solution. And what's the solution? We've invented and patented some of the most advanced energetic health and wellness products designed to balance and restore your body's natural energy. And your body has to achieve optimal health and wellness energetically. How do we do that? Okay, let's start with the EMF shield. This is a direct quote from our US patent. It is programmed to offset the negative effects of the electromagnetic field from a mobile electronic device. Your body gets stressed with a cell phone and it weakens it. No matter what you think, we can show you an EKG, EKG, heart rate variable test, EEGs, muscle test, balance test. This weakens your body, all right? Well, we can offset the effects with an EMF shield. What does that mean? We don't block the frequencies, all right? The phone has a power supply. Electronic devices have power supplies. It amplifies the good frequency of the EMF shield and your body functions better. And we're going to show you in testing, and we're going to show you why. But this isn't a blocker, all right? This makes your body function better. And, you know, really simple. How many people on the planet? 8 billion. How many cell phones do you think are there? How about almost double? 14 billion. Does a cell phone affect you? Yep. Over 500 studies are out there, and there's not one that says cell phones are good for you. Okay, remember, you got 8 billion people, 14 billion cell phones. So what is nature's frequency? We are a US-based company that's been inventing, manufacturing health and wellness products for doctors and practitioners for 10 years. For the first 6 years, we only sold through doctors. That's it. And doctors help us invent new things. Why? They say, Rick, can you do this? Can you make this? Can you do this? We test, we go back, we test, it works, we patent. Anyways, that's how we grew. And we are continuing to research, test, and invent new products every day. All right. We just sent a detox patch number 4 to like 10 different doctors. All right. I can give a list of products we've been working on. And when we get it right, we release it. Anyways, the biggest thing is this is in our patent. How can the EMF shield help you? Well, first of all, we are a US-based company. So everything we say, we have to prove. We can't make a claim that we cannot prove, or it's really a bad day. So this statement is accepted by the US government. And you have to understand, we can offset the negative effects of the electromagnetic field from a mobile electronic device, a phone. Now, Arch, how can a cell phone affect you? Let's see. All right. thermography testing. In thermography testing, the average increase of a phone call, of a head in a 3-minute call is 1.55 degrees. There's no body part that should go up 1.55 degrees in 3 minutes. It's not good for you. The average temperature increase of a 3-minute call with an EMF shield is 0.08. All right. That's a 94% decrease. That's huge. That's not minor. All right. And why does the temperature increase? Ooh, well, it's stress to the body. What does that mean? How does that work? Well, simple. Cell phones emit a frequency that the body recognizes that's not natural. Okay, it's not beneficial. So it goes into a fight or flight mode. It sends blood to the area, boom, boom, to the head, to the head. The blood's disrupted by the cell phones. Okay, it coagulates the blood. Blood can't go through capillaries. We did blood testing with a doctor, and he said, Rick, understand this. Blood coagulates and it gets strung up. It's called rouleau. And he goes, it won't go through a capillary. So when you separate the cells, which is what our products do, it goes right through the capillaries. The blood flows. Okay. Well, when it coagulates, it won't pass. So the body recognizes there's a problem in your head and it sends more blood because that's what a body does. It wants to oxygenate and heal it. It tries to repair the disruption. Now, this doesn't work. So the body temperature goes up. Your ear gets hot, your hand gets hot, and a 1.5 degree rise in temperature in 3 minutes is not beneficial. And the body cannot function optimally. Well, that was in a lab. Now, if anybody's ever dealt with Australia, they test everything, debunk everything, and throw everybody under the bus. Well, we got tested on live TV by Australia. And again, we were just the manufacturers. We didn't set this up. We didn't know about this. We just got to see this. Somebody says, Rick, you really want to see this. So this is live TV in Australia wanting to debunk our cell phone EMS shield. So RJ, please share this.
Right, all right.
Evening, everybody. Welcome to the program. Well, we live in a high-tech world and the signals that are around us while out of sight might be messing with our minds. While the mobile phone debate surrounding their effect on our health continues to rage, companies are coming up with all sorts of devices and gadgets to combat the ill effects, if there are any. A phone micro shield promising protection has now arrived in Adelaide, so we put it to the test.
Our energy isn't designed to be bombarded with all this electromagnetic radiation every day.
If we could see all the electromagnetic fields around us, we'd be quite frightened.
We're surrounded in signals.
I think it's the root cause of a lot of cancers.
3G, 4G, now 5G is coming to a suburb near you.
It is a big health issue and it's only going to get worse.
The big telcos will tell you there's nothing to see here.
It's a bit like the cigarette companies saying that tobacco wasn't a problem.
Electromagnetic radiation is what mobile phones emit. The question is it in harmful doses?
I've seen enough patients already with sickness from mobile phone use.
Adelaide health professionals like naturopath Dr. Jeffrey Bryant and Deborah Regari from the House of Healing say it's downright dangerous.
Many in the scientific field today are very concerned as well.
I had a woman came in here once with a 3-week-old baby in a pram with the mobile phone right next to this baby's head playing at music.
But now a tiny wafer-thin shield is being touted as a potential protector of our brain. And when we road tested it, the result was jaw-dropping. Wow. We'll return to that soon, but Tony Mark Seymour, the man who introduced it to Adelaide from the US, reckons he was initially sceptical.
But most of these devices don't work, and in fact, some of them can have a negative effect.
The EMF shield uses so-called quantum physics to assist the body to counterbalance these negative signals from phones. But do we really need to be shielded? Well, the only large study into a link between mobile phones and brain cancer was funded by the mobile phone companies.
But even that study hinted at a relationship between high usage of mobile phones,
Right.
more than half an hour a day,
Right.
and brain cancer.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Charlie Teo says his patient records turn up some chilling coincidences, like a man who used his company mobile constantly.
He died of brain cancer. All 4 partners in the company died of brain cancer. And then his wife rang us up 2 years after he died to say that the secretary, who was also on the mobile phone, died of brain cancer.
Telstra pointed us towards the World Health Organisation's ruling on the matter.
To date, no adverse health effects have been established as being caused by mobile phone use.
But delving deeper, WHO has classified radio frequency electromagnetic fields as emitted by mobile phones as possibly carcinogenic to humans based on an increased risk of glioma, a malignant type of brain cancer.
So I do know that if you're exposed enough to EMR, you will get brain cancer and you'll die from it.
Now the test. I spent 10 minutes with my mobile phone against my ear, had a thermal image snapped, and the result floored me and my crew. Not only hot, but white hot in the ears region. The EMF shield was then attached to the back of the phone, another 10 minutes on it. This time the image snapped was cool.
I would love to see more detailed investigation as to how it works, what it actually does to the radio signals, so that we can actually understand, the effect that you saw in the thermal imaging that you did.
Computer systems engineer Dr. Paul Gardner-Stephen from Flinders Uni says while it's possible to shield phones from radiation, he's not sure there's a risk.
In that regard, I would say that the jury, I think, is still out, at least from what I've read.
The more people that are exposed to this technology and these devices, the better.
And
All right.
details of the shield are on our website, and we
This is one of my favorite lines. He goes, the results were jaw-dropping. Look at the difference of his head. Cool and not. Anyways, there's ways that our doctors and practitioners for years use devices like a heart rate variable test, an EKG, an EEG, thermography, muscle testing, and more. You can show the benefits of the EMF shield easily with a simple balance test or a muscle test. So we're going to show you, how easy it is to show somebody, and it works every time. So, Art, can you flip this? Dr. Janine came to us about 10 years ago at Life University, and she asked if we had anything for EMF. She was worried about 3 and 4G. And she tested our EMF shield, fell in love with us, and she's probably done 10,000 or more muscle tests, sold more EMF shields than just about anybody, because you need these on devices. And she shows you really easy how to do a muscle test. Arj, this is an easy balance test that anybody can try, and it's fun.
Another great test to do that's going to show the power of the EMF shield is just a simple balance test. So I'm going to say, put your feet together like this, legs straight, feet together, just to make sure we always have it the same each time. You're just going to cup your hand next to you, just like this. Perfect. I'm going to push down to see how much force it takes to kind of throw you off balance. So we're going to push, and there we go. All right, timber. Now, I go and get the phone, and I'm going to have you hold that in your other hand. Put your feet together. Always make sure they're doing the same thing each time. Otherwise, they'll say, oh, we did that different. And we're going to do that again. And it was noticeably easier to throw you off balance. Now we're going to place that EMF shield there on the phone. And let's see, feet together. All right, let's see. Oh, yes, you're so much stronger that time. So that's another great demo that you can do.
This is so easy, and it works every time, and you get stronger. Why? Because the phone has a power supply. It amplifies the good frequencies. So all of a sudden, not only the EMF that's hitting you from every single device and router that's out there, you're getting hit with the beneficial frequencies from the EMF shield. Your body gets stronger, not weaker. So this is another muscle test. This is what RJ and I have always done, and we've done thousands, and it's just fun.
Here we go.
One more great test I'm going to show you that we do is just a straight arm muscle test. So what you're going to do is just hold your arm out straight. This is a good shoulder. Yep. Okay, good. I'm just going to press down, see how much force that takes. And then we're going to have you hold that dirty phone again. And we're going to repeat that. Oh yeah, noticeably weaker. And then we are going to do that again with that EMF shield. And hold. Oh yeah, now I'm gonna see you. Maybe not pushing hard enough. You got pretty strong there.
Again, muscle testing works all the time. RJ, you look like a cute little puppy in this one.
Yeah, I was a little bit
Those
young.
are some whole videos. All right, this you got to hear it from Dr. Janine. So play it.
Let's go back to EMF just so we can explain it. When you do a muscle test, okay, first of all, I personally think you've probably done in excess of 10,000 muscle tests since I've known you. Something crazy, okay? Yeah. Is it ever, the EMF shield ever not worked?
Never, never, ever, 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 ever. It's never not worked. As a matter of fact, I keep this is one of my phones. I am part of the problem, so I like to be part of the solution as well. But I keep my EMF shield on the sticker inside the phone case so that I can pull it out. And, if I ever don't have my tester that I keep with me, I can pull it out and use it as a tester. And I always encourage people when they get theirs, keep it on the paper in the case, and then you can demo it to your family and friends because it's so easy. It never fails. Never, ever, ever. Because again, even the people that don't.
Let's go back to EMF just so we can explain it.
RJ.
Because
there we go.
again,
Anyways,
even the people that don't perceive.
Flip it to the next one, Arj.
Of the frequencies,
This is
it's still being affected.
all right. And yes, people don't even think they know it, but they're still being affected. But if you take a look at this,
this
test
is a
a
quick
strong man.
This is a quick video, so you gotta
It's
watch.
just a quick baseline. This is a
Very
bodybuilder. There is no way you're going to get this guy's arm down. Put a phone up to him.
The next one.
Put a phone up to him and watch.
Remember, it's this quick short vid.
No, that's with. Hold on, Arj, you skipped it. Go back.
It went through. Hang on, here we go.
No.
Here we go.
Play this one. This is with a phone. Watch the guy's face. He is displeased. All right. This is a big man. All right.
Just one more
He
time,
is
so
not
everyone.
happy.
With
Now
the
you
cell
put
phone.
an EMF shield on the phone. No, still weakens the body. It's the same video. RJ, go to
Exactly.
the next one. Now with an EMF shield, watch. Guy's stronger. All right. You could have jumped on his arm. It works on everybody. So, and it's fun. Like, RJ and I have fun doing this. So, you're not going to have an EKG with you. You're not going to have thermography. That's a device, that's going to shoot the head. You don't have all these things, but you've got a muscle test. You have a balance test. So Arj, just flip through the next, and it goes on. Oh, this is the most important thing. Understand that every single study said high usage was a half an hour a day. There's no kid that's on a phone for a half an hour. They now live on these. And the tough part is, I'm old. I'm 62. I have a thick skull. RJ's young. He's got a medium thick skull, but a 5-year-old has a really thin skull. And this is what happens with microwave, like your head gets cooked. So the young kids, that's why in the video in Australia, the lady said that the kid had it in her pram, a cell phone to play music in the pram. That's the worst thing. And that's what she was scared of. So these kids that are living on cell phones and tablets and, playing like wireless games, they all need an EMF cell phone shield. All right. So it enhances all your products. So RJ, flip it. This is really cool. We are manufactured under 3 US patents, and it is incredibly unique. And there are so many uses. We have sold millions. This has been our biggest seller forever. Everybody loves it. Nobody ever complains. Nobody ever returns it. They love it. So, and it goes on all electrical devices. The closer you can put it to the power supply amplifies it. So it's just good. We are in medical devices for years. We've been inside, this is an infrared sauna. We've been inside ionizers. Flip it, laptops. That's my laptop. That's the old one, but my hands always sit on EMF shields. That's where my hands sit. All right, tablets. Kids on tablets, they live on these things. You need them on tablets. Smart meters. People ask about smart meters. Smart meters are not good for you. If your bedroom is on the other side of a smart meter, it's an issue. Routers, wireless routers. Nobody has hard lines anymore. Everyone wants wireless. All right, routers. Power supplies. Carry a power supply in your pocket, put an EMF shield. That's a portable one or a main line. Power supplies are really good to put on. It amplifies the signal. You guys are all in warm climates. I'm up in New Hampshire freezing. Every once in a while, you stick an electric heater. Big time EMF, floods. Anyways, electrical boxes, okay? It's another great place. Again, any power amplifies the EMF shields, good frequencies that your body likes. So it really is a versatile product. It doesn't just go on cell phones. Now, Renew. Renew is my fountain of youth. I think my kids invented it so dad could keep working with them and stay healthy and young. All right. It is amazing. I mentioned earlier, you know, I love Renew, and the wand on top of Renew is beautiful. All right. The wand on top of Renew water, better. All right. So it's just an amazing product. And just so you understand, again, we've only sold through doctors for the first 6-7 years we were open. They all use cold fusion lasers to drive the frequencies into the body. Phenomenal. Now you can use the wand to drive terahertz frequencies into the body on top of the patches for recovery and rejuvenation. It's awesome. So I need you to hear a little bit. Dr. Janine is incredibly smart, cares about people. So you really need to hear from her, you know, how she uses the wand, our devices, and let's play it, ours. You know, Dr. Janine, we've shown the balance in muscle testing with you. And can you please explain, you know, why EMF affects the body, how many times you tested patients, and how often the muscle and balance tests work?
Wow. Well, that's a big old loaded question. Well, so I've been working with these EMF shields for, I don't know how long now, about 8 years. I use it with every single one of my patients. EMF is a huge, huge big deal. We are just being bombarded on all sides with this toxicity. And, you know, it's something that's relatively new to our bodies as humans. It causes our cells to really go into a stress response. So what happens is our cellular membranes, it's almost like our cells are doing this. And it's like they can't get their nutrients in, they can't get their toxins out, they can't get their hydration, and so they suffer. They don't function optimally. And so the main thing with this EMF shield is to harmonize that so that our body doesn't have such a stressful response, so that we can function optimally the way we were designed to do, and so that our bodies can heal. Now, I know you asked me another question.
The next part of that was the balance test and muscle test. You showed a million, you've done thousands and thousands.
Yes.
Tell us, does it work?
Literally, everybody that I see, literally, I show this to. It is part of my initial consultation. I do a simple demonstration just to show them that those things really are harmful. First, I ask them, I said, you know, have you ever heard that these things may not be so good for you? And they always say yes, because we know, we've heard it. But of course, we're attached to our gadgets. We love our technology and we're not going to give it up. So then once I get that buy-in from them, I do a demonstration with them. I do a simple muscle test. It works 100% of the time, every single time, never fails. And I'll tell you what works 100% of the time is the EMF shield. So I show them what happens to their body energetically while they're holding their phone without the EMF shield. And then I always make sure they understand that this shield does not actually block the signal of their phone. The phone is still going to work just the same. It just changes how their body responds to it by giving off a healthy frequency that their body can then not have such a stress reaction to that. I put that right on top of there. I have one that I've laminated that I use as a demo. Put it right on top of there, retest, and every single time there's rock solid. And what's amazing and what they always say, do that again, because when I test the second time, they're even stronger than they were without anything. So it's always amazing.
That's awesome. What products do you put the EMF shield on?
Woo, what products don't I put the EMF shield on? Anything wireless. So we're talking about cell phones, tablets, computers, anything that transmits Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, LTE, 5G. A lot of the kids have these gaming systems and they're all connected. So I always do it with those. Anything in the home that is wired, that may be giving off some kind of electrical field. So things like blow dryers, routers for sure, electronics, all the electronics, baby monitors, kitchen gadgets, you name it.
You know, you mentioned babies and baby monitors. Can you explain, you've mentioned it before, you're concerned about the littles?
Yes.
And why you're concerned about the littles?
Most concerned about the littles because we know that this toxin, basically, the longer you're exposed to it, the more damage it's going to do. So the children, not only are they getting more damage now, but they're going to be exposed for a much longer period of time. I have a graphic that I always keep close. I show this to people all the time, but it basically just drives it home when you're using a cell phone. And if you read the manual, they even tell you right in the manual, don't hold it to your head. But if you're using a cell phone and you've got it held to your head, or even if a child has it and it's in their energy field because they're playing on it, a lot of them play games on them, their bones and their skulls are a lot thinner. And so that wireless radiation is going to penetrate a lot further in. So this is just a little example. This shows penetration of a wireless phone. So over here, we have an adult skull, and you can see that that penetration is a couple inches in. It goes, about a little bit, about 2 inches into the skull. Whereas with a 10-year-old child, because their brains are thinner, their skulls are thinner, it goes about 2/3 of the way in. And then with a baby, with a 5-year-old, it penetrates all the way through. And I'm seeing these children with phones at really young ages. And so that's very, very concerning to me. Now, I want to mention just real quick, back around 1998, there was a big, huge study done. It was about $30 million. I think it was 10 different countries called the Interphone Study, and they were looking at the long-term effects. And the results of the study were inconclusive, but they did say that they saw the most harm being done with heavy users. Now, what they considered a heavy user was somebody that used the phone for more than 2 hours per month. That's what a heavy user is considered. And so we are seeing damage, we are seeing effects. We are all heavy users if we have one in the house. And so we need to make sure we protect everybody, especially the children.
Awesome. Well, thank you. All right. Now I have something really special. One of our very, very special products that you and I both love is called Renew. We released it about a year ago. And we love sending you products. You've been on our medical advisory board. Tell us what your thoughts are about Renew.
I don't know if everybody just saw how my face lit up when you said the word Renew, but I'm like, yeah, that one. So Renew has been one of my favorite products from day one, because basically I'm trying to age well. I'm trying to look good and feel good for a really long time. But Renew is just really powerful for helping the body to regenerate, helping the body to heal. What we see is that when you're stressed and when you're in a chronic stress, your body goes into a survival mode. And when it doesn't have enough energy to perform little bitty things like growing hair and growing nails and growing healthy skin and growing gut cells, it's going to focus on just survival, and those things are going to suffer. And so what I've noticed with Renew is that it really gives the body so much energy. So you just look good, you feel good, you regenerate well, you recover better from injuries and illnesses. And I mean, people notice like their nails are growing, their hair is growing, and their skin is glowing. And people ask me all the time, like, what are you doing? Like, how are you so, so vibrant and your energy is so high? Well, I use this every single day, literally every day.
Awesome. I do too. I absolutely love my Renew. And, don't leave home without it. That's one of the products I use every day. There's another product that we have to talk about. And I know your mother loves it. So the iTerracare wand.
Oh my gosh.
Tell us a little bit about that and tell us some of the uses. I use it over my knee, on top of my Renew to drive the frequencies in. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, briefly, I'll go back to the beginning. When I first heard about the wand, I didn't want to hear it. I'm like, I'm good. I got all the good stuff. I don't need anything else. I don't need any new tools. But then I started seeing stories and I started seeing testimonials and I started seeing people just having amazing results with everything from A to Z. We can't name any of that stuff, but anything that ails the body, when you give the body healing frequencies, like we know, that's what we're doing here with Nature's Frequencies. When you give the body healing frequencies, the body is like, oh, thank you. And it heals. And so I started seeing those things and I'm like, wow, okay, let me get one of these things. So I got it and it's been amazing. Now, I've always, I've used all of these different patches. I've used them with injuries. I've used them with colds and sniffles and allergies and for anti-aging and for just general protection. But when I got this iTerracare wand, and I've got mine right here, it's always close. One of the first things I did was start using it on my mom because she was actually just in a car accident. And she has 8 ruptured discs in her back. Now, here's the thing. This is what's amazing. We started using patches. We started using the wand right away. She's been released from care 2 months in. She's doing phenomenally well. Healing has always been like extra super fast. One of the things that I do with it every day is wand my water. I love the iTerracare water. It's just something that even more so helps to hydrate your cells, helps to energize your body. Absolutely love that. So I've been extremely happy with it. Now, using it along with patches is also phenomenal because it helps to drive those energies deeper. So it's just going to enhance something that's already great. You got 2 great things, you put them together, it's a miracle. I was telling you when we talked, this is my favorite water bottle. What I do with this is I have my Renew patches on the bottle. So of course it's glass, it has to be glass. I stick a couple Renews on the bottle and then I energize the water with the wand, with the Renew. And so all of those healthy terahertz frequencies go into the water and I get the frequencies from those Renew patches. I think that's one of my secrets. Honestly, I do. Absolutely. This is so exciting for me. This is like a match made in heaven. So I'm super, super grateful that this is happening.
All right. It was really sweet when she said this is a match made in heaven, Arch. We heard it from Dr. Joe. We heard it from Tim Coleman, our quantum energy specialist. We've heard it from a bunch of our doctors and practitioners that use both. And it's just a great thing to hear. It is a great combination. And Victor, thank you. And it's been a pleasure. And we look forward to a great future together.
Wow. Okay, thank you, Rick. Thank you, RJ. Right. It's definitely exciting to have you guys on board. Okay, right. Now I'm going to share with you guys on some information that you want to know on how. A lot of you have been asking, how can I get my hands on the patches? Okay, here you go. I'm going to just. Right. Okay. Oh, before that, I want to invite Nadia. Okay, I'm going to play a video of Nadia, one of our leaders from the USA. Okay, on her experience on the Renew patches. Okay, so Nadia, I will unmute you. Please get ready.
Hello.
So I definitely love the Renew patches. I actually have a limited range of motion. You can see. It increases, and then when I wand it, it increases more.
Okay, so Nadia.
Yeah, I've had great success. So I was injured. I was helping an elderly woman at an airport. She was falling and I kind of grabbed her and I pulled some muscles, tore some muscles in my shoulder. So this was just a week afterwards and I've been using them and now it doesn't hurt at all. And I was walking on the beach and I have an elderly dog. She's 15 and a half years old. And all of a sudden she just sat down. She refused to walk. So I took my patches off. I had 2 Renew patches on and I put them on her collar. And I sat there for about a minute with her and she just got up and she walked the 2 miles back. I thought I was going to have to carry her. So it's been really fabulous. I've been using it on my clients on their lower back. I've been putting it on their neck and on their lower back. And then I wand for about 30 seconds and getting incredible relief from pain, and also range of motion is increased. I have 2 people using it on their C-sections and they definitely noticed a huge difference in the scar tissue releasing. People that are having like flu and lung, I have them put it on the lung 1 points. It's been helping with their drainage and their lungs. So it's just been fabulous. And then the EMF patches, I've been having really nice success with that as well. A lot of people who have autoimmune diseases they're stuck. Their polarity is stuck. It's kind of like they're running around with their gas on and their brake on. So the EMF patches have been great at bringing them back into polarity, which is huge for someone who is really, really sick. So I love them.
All right, thank you, Nadia. Thank you so much for your sharing. Okay, so how can you get your hands on the products? Okay, right? Okay, so for the EMF Shield and also the Renew patches, we have bundles, right? It is now available in the back office. Okay, I'll show you in a short while where which stockists have them right now. Okay, so for the EMF Shield, for a bundle of 6 packs, is $360 at 204 PV. That means you can sign up for a silver package with this. Okay, so for the bundle of 3 Renew and 3 EMF Shield, same price at $360 and same at 204 PVs. Okay, so you can sign this up for silver as well. All right.